My name's Steve Jennings. I'm National Product Manager for Alpinestars here at Monza Imports. Today we're just going to show you guys through how we do our boot repairs for all the different models in the whole off-road collection. What I'm going to show you here is the processes involved in the boot repair itself. It's going to look pretty quick and simple with the way we talk you through it, but it's actually a fair bit of work involved in getting it done and getting it done correctly, so the sole's going to stay on for quite a period of time. The first stage is this heater, which basically the heater is going to loosen up the glue that holds the sole to the actual boot. So we place the boot on top here, we leave it on for a period of time, the glue then softens, and then we simply just pick the sole off. From there we go over to the different buffing wheels here, and depending on the different boot and what needs to be done, we'll basically buff up the actual boot itself to make a coarse surface so the glue has somewhere to adhere to. We'll also do the same process to the actual sole of the boot. So both boot and sole get buffed so the glue can adhere. We'll then place the glue onto the boot and the sole, where we leave it for up to an hour, hour and a half to cure. From there we then reactivate the glue, so then the boot and the sole are both placed, the boot on top and the sole onto the tray here, where they'll be heated up and the glue is reactivated. Once the glue is activated, we then place the sole onto the boot. And then it's placed into this machine here, which is called a bag press, and this is the critical thing for all moulded sole boots, that they go into a bag press, because what the bag press does is it actually presses the sole onto the boots. Because the sole wraps all the way around the boot, the bag press actually makes sure that every single part of that sole is pressed firmly against the boot. With the Tech 10, that is the end of the procedure. The boot is then finished. With some of the other models, like the Tech 8 for example, with the Tech 8 the soles are obviously going to be a little bit bigger than the boot, so from that then we're then back over to the buffer and they will be buffed to the exact size of the boot. From there the process is finished and the boots are then returned to the shop. The turnaround time for this process is generally within a week, so depending on what part of the country the boots are returned from can sort of differ the time during the freight process, but the actual process for doing the boots themselves is only generally 2 to 3 days, depending on the workload, but 2 to 3 days is the general turnaround time. Pricing, they basically starts from a set of soles. The labour charge is $90, and then the soles, depending on the model, Tech 8's a little bit cheaper, Tech 10's are a little bit dearer, but it's sort of anywhere from $50 to $80, and sometimes there can be a few additional costs. Tech 8's have stitching things we have to do, sometimes there's some buckle repairs, but generally $90 plus parts will cover most of the boot repairs. This service we provide is for Australian purchased products. It's to help customers and dealers know that they've got the customer support from the Australian importer of the product, so we can actually repair in a timely fashion every pair of boots that comes back, whether it be a Tech 3 or a Tech 7, Tech 8, Tech 10. We're offering a service here that we can't offer to international purchasers because we don't cover them under warranty. So once you've bought a pair of boots, doesn't matter how far down the track, if we do the repairs and something happens to those soles, even after a period of time when we've done the repair, we'll then fix it basically as a warranty, which you just don't get with overseas online purchases. So that's one of the main features of this whole setup through here, and the money we've spent is to really back up products purchased in Australia.